Welcome back to Na'Vi versus Leviathan, the best of three, first of the elimination matches for the Summit to America playoffs by G2A.com. Merlini, Na'Vi looking good in Game 1. Can they do it again here in Game 2? Or were they even really looking that good? No, they weren't. They looked okay. It was a scrappy win, as you put it.
I wonder what they're going to do this game.
Me too.
Like if I'm their coach and I'm evaluating that last game, I'm going to be like, wow, you guys didn't deserve to win that. Or like,
all right, guys, I know you won, but you didn't deserve it.
But you gotta go back to the drawing board and like think about how you can improve and go to the next game. Do you want to, like Korok? He died something, he died a pudge, whatever, and then like their team fight execution was just atrocious. I don't think Tidehunter is the right hero for them. Just judging by you said Korok didn't utilize it that well. Arise didn't play it that well. I think they have to either go more aggression or more late game, not just like kind of halfway in between with like a little bit of everything, and just commit to something. So everyone in their game has on their team has like a clear game plan, and they can work together because they didn't really work together that much.
Oh, working together. That sounds
what
like
a concept. Dota 5v5 working together.
What an idea, dude! You're such a good coach.
Wow, thanks, dude.
It looks like Leviathan will eat right out of your little hand there, Merlini. They ban out the Tide, so Na'Vi US not even going to be tempted by the watermelon this go around. Instead, they'll get Razor Venge. Lots of blue and purple this game. That seems to be the theme.
Sinful fruit watermelon.
Well, Void Witch Doctor AA for Leviathan. So talk about a little wombo with your combo.
Witch Doctor is a very important pick for them. They lacked a lot of damage output last time without a core Jakiro. If they had put core Jakiro, it would have been a lot different. But I mean, they didn't really have room for it in their lineup. But they lacked a core that did a lot of damage. And Panda was like so-so, but he didn't use the ultimate for the first like 20 minutes or so. So if you don't snowball off that, you're not going to be relevant relative to what the other people have. So the way you win with Panda is by keeping the opponents down and not dying, which he's really, really good at. But they didn't go aggressive enough in that aspect. What else for them? Yeah, Witch Doctor, I mean, he's just amazing with Faceless Void.
Yeah. Great combo.
Team pick.
Wraith King, the odd man out here for Na'Vi US. They might not have Snake King, but they're still playing a King. And probably their second support. I don't think they play Core Wraith King that much, but this time Leviathan will switch it up. Usually Shredder is the one to play the Troll. They like to safe lane their Troll, get him a little farm priority there, and that probably puts Faceless Void there in the off lane.
I like the mag. You talked about it last game. I think it's good for Arise and get some active involved. He's like so much better on mag than he is on other heroes. Like I don't know what it is about the Magnus, but he's just like incredibly good at that hero.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Troll's cool.
You like Troll? He's
I think
a little underloved
they
right now.
use him well. It's not that I think Troll's a good hero, it's just they use him well. Like they like the Faceless Void plus Troll ultimate combo to get him picks when even if he's fallen behind or if he's ahead, he can kill like 3 people in Chrono instead of 2. So that's pretty nice. On top of that, I think they like just run in with him. They kind of use him as an initiator, which when you think of initiator, you think of Tidehunter, Magnus, Faceless Void, all these sort of heroes. But Troll Warlord is their initiator. He blinks in and he just goes ham on people.
Radiant
and
team pick.
Like Razor can't really trade hits with him, at least for the first like few seconds with Whirling Axes. But yeah, it kind of just like makes your whole team clump up. You get a couple of lucky bashes. There's your initiation right there. Easy stun luck.
Couple of lucky bashes. Sounds like a great thing to rely on to make it happen. Come on, guys. I got my lucky bashes today. We'll go in there.
He gets a blink, which I haven't seen before Leviathan. So
really? That's totally.
This is
totally
a mech. It used to be all the mech, dude. The mech troll.
The mech troll.
Support with the aura, with the blind AOE blind, with the global ultimate. That's what he was used for. But they use him as a frontline tank, but without tank items.
Yeah.
Like, he really relies on the Whirling Axe blind, and I think that's a very easy skill to underestimate. Like, the blinds are something that you can't really see that well. The one that you do see often is Drunken Haze, but aside from that, you're not like, oh man, Whirling Axes, what an OP spell. It's not like that.
Yeah, you're right. There's something to be said for those.
And Blinding Light?
Ancient Seal is a similar way like that, where
Yeah,
it doesn't.
Ancient Seal is also like that.
It doesn't have an obvious animation, so it's just.
Well, like, Ancient Seal is also different because there's so much stuff going on at the same time. It's like Ancient Seal, Concussive Shot, Arcane Bolt, Mystic Flare, plus like 4 other
blasting
spells.
at you.
Yeah, same with Troll. So it's like difficult. And like Blinding Light, you're like, oh my god, the Blinding Light. You usually see it if you see it like push people up hills or something like that, but you don't see like, oh my gosh, damage mitigation from the Blinding Light is incredible. And that's kind of what Whirling Axes does.
Well, Leviathan, they're going to keep their fans happy to hear. They take the Snipper, the Dwarf. They've run Sniper some.
Is it Sniper mid?
I believe so.
I like Sniper mid.
I can't remember who plays what here. I know Shredder tends to play the Troll. Will probably be Shibby on the Sniper.
Remaining.
Nushim and Sunken will take the supports. Then I guess Jenkins will take the Faceless Void off lane. Probably the best way to do it. Sniper does pair nicely with Void. And Sniper tends to falter in games when there's a lot of long-range initiation, and especially against Centaur. And look at that. Leviathan, 5th ban the Centaur. I like that. Magnus, pretty good against the Sniper. He's got, you know, your RPs, your skewers, what have you. But
at the same time, Sniper's decent versus Mag, too, because he can shrapnel, and it's very good versus long-range Blink Initiator.
That's a good point. Yeah, actually, you're right.
And
so I guess that's why Centaur's so
he's
good.
also very unlikely to clump up with his heroes, too. So that also makes it a little bit more difficult for Magnus. But at the same time, yeah, Magnus has skewer and Blink RP, so they're both good against each other, I'd say.
Yeah, final pick for Navi US will be the Marana. Bottom, it'll be the Leader of Tears, way too sexy. He'll take the Pretty Lady. So Korok on the Wraith King. Looks like the Core King today.
Core King's good versus Void. All you do is just hone in on Void. What is he going to do? He can't kite you.
You just chase him down?
Yeah, and then you just trade Ultimate for Chrono, or you just make him run away in fights. It's kind of nice.
Okay, I can
it's
see
like
that.
It's like versus somewhat similar versus the Doom. Like, you just go ham on the Doom. What's he going to do? Ignore you? If you have items, he can't do that. And then if he's dooming you, like, that's you just pretty much trade your ultimate for his and make him useless. So
okay.
I don't know. It's not that bad. He's really tanky too. Wraith King is really difficult to kill during 2 Chronos, or sorry. Both his lives are just really difficult for Faceless Void to deal with.
Yeah.
But what he does suffer in is he can't farm fast at all. So he has to have items for this to be relevant. Like, if a support Wraith King right-clicks or Faceless Void, you don't care at all because you can just ignore him in fights. But if he gets like Dezo or Maelstrom and AC and all these other items and treads, then you can't really ignore him in fights. So it's just a nice upfront tank. But at the same time, they might be able to just kind of kite the Wraith King around. They have Whirling Axes, both for the blind and for the slow, so that's like 8 seconds of kiting for the Wraith King. They have Shrapnel and Icy Vortex. The double slow is actually pretty significant here. And then you have Paralyzing Cask, very good versus melee cores, so I wouldn't say this is a great Wraith King game for Navi US.
Yeah, the Core King, it's pretty good in lane. His stun is amazing, and he can farm okay at that part. It's that real mid-game where he really just kind of falls apart.
The Radiance King, dude. The Radiance King would be so good this game.
The Radiance King?
Yeah. It's so good versus when they kite you. That's what the Radiance King is good for.
When Leviathan play the Wraith King, they usually go Radiance first. And they do play the King somewhat often on the core role. I don't know about Navi US. Will Korok go a Radiance? I feel like I've heard Korok say that the Radiance Wraith King is terrible. I feel like that was a conversation we had.
It's good. I think it's good in this game because he's liable to get kited. Like, Cask, how are you going to... Like, if you get damage items and BKB, it just comes out too slowly. Whereas if you just get Radiance and you get kited, you don't care because you still do damage. But on the same time, he has Empower, so you kind of do want right-click damage. I don't know. It's there's a time and a place for it, and I think this one, it depends on how the game develops. Like, if he gets free farm for 15 minutes, he gets Midas Radiance in like 16, then why not? But
Midas Radiance at 16 minutes, yeah, why not? That'd be pretty damn good.
That's free farm. That's free farm status, I'd say. Like, absolutely.
I mean, that's just an amazing timing to have both those items complete. I would say a 16-minute Radiance is still okay. Obviously, it's not good, but it's not
It's pretty good.
terrible.
Like when you talk about Nagas in solo
Yeah.
mid, and they get like a lot of stacking support and bottle crowing action. Like they get it probably around 16 is a good timing, I'd say.
Yeah.
So it's not out of the question. They have Magnus too, who can empower him and help him out with stacks.
All right, we'll see if they go for it. Looks like there won't be much early skirmishing here. Initial wards come down. Fogged will get some vision of the top rune for the Dire, and their other one will block this camp here. And well, they could have gotten maybe a little bit of vision into the river there, but we'll put it next to the tree line. And it does get pinged out by, and I can't see the colors, pinged out by someone.
30
I
seconds to
think
battle.
that it was fogged. Radiant wards, they'll give vision of that high ground here about the top rune. Also right next to the cute little turtle there. And holding on to their other observer for now. Let's introduce some rosters, though. Radiant side, Team Leviathan. They're down 0-1 in this best-of-3 series. They need this.
O's not a number,
home.
dude.
Huh?
O's not a number, dude.
Oh, I know. We've been over this. 0-1. Sunken. He's on the Ancient Apparition here. Shredder, he'll take that Troll Warlord, one of his
The
signature
battle
heroes.
begins.
Nusham, he'll be on the Witch Doctor. Looks like a safe lane try for that. Shibby, he'll take the Dwarf mid. They're sniping away at the creeps. And up top, it'll be Jenkins off lane here on the Faceless.
Dude, where's his pimp items, man? You talked about his item last game. Where's his Battle Fury or
Hey, he's
his
got the Void Hammer.
Time Breaker?
The Void Hammer's cool. Look, it's sparkling. It's like a Power Ranger.
It's not as cool as like Dragon Claw Hook and stuff.
Well, I mean, it's true. Okay, the guy's not rich, all right? He's got some
What?
okay items.
I thought this was a rich team. Remember?
Oh, actually it is. I think they used the Platinum Yeah, look, he's got a Platinum Roshan here.
Dude, the dude owns a golden Roshan.
Roshan.
I'm pretty sure he has a golden Roshan.
I think they have a golden one also, yeah.
And then they had like the Scythe of Vice and stuff like that. Come on. You can't say this team's poor.
That's true. They've got some pretty legit items. We can't deny it. Dire side, we've got Navi US. Arise will be off lane on the Magnus. The Leader of Tears, this is way too sexy on the Priestess of the Moon, moving around the bottom lane. Ush, sponsored by Walmart. He'll be hitting mid lane. Fogged on the Vengeful Spear, and that puts Korok on the Core Wraith King here in the safe lane.
So I don't actually think I've ever seen Arise Magnus off lane. I've seen it mid a ton of times, but not off. We'll see
Yeah,
how it works out
same.
for them. Leader of Tears gets scouted out by the Observer Ward. He's just chilling right next to the Observer Ward.
Yep. Lots of Dire vision here. Chucks the arrow across the way, and Shredder, he'll just dodge it easily. No problem there. And the Leader of Tears moves into the lane, and exchanges blows with Shredder. Okay. So it is going to be a 2-1-2 coming out of the Dire, and a 1-2-2 for the Radiant. Sunken looks like he'll hang around in the mid lane and defend his sniper and try and get him an edge against this Razor, at least early on. And he's done pretty well. 7-4 versus the 4-0 Razor.
Good old Troll, man.
An old Troll. One of your favorite heroes? You like playing the Troll?
I think he's interesting. I don't like playing him at all. I
don't like playing him
like he just has problems with like damage output, I feel like. Like,
Yeah.
generally you need BKB because he's in the fray, but I don't know. I haven't tried the Blink build, so maybe that's my issue.
Yeah, maybe you should sit down, have a little combo with Shredder about it, you know, get a little analysis going on. Exchange notes.
Jenkins getting right-clicked by good old Korok.
Waytu's being sneaky here in the mid lane. He's just looking to chuck an arrow over the trees.
Yeah, he's out of mana.
Yeah,
What
this is, oh, he doesn't have any clarities. Wow, this is awkward. This is that roaming Morana that just is very risky. You need to get some kills, need to make something happen, and right now he's really just running around on the 5.
Running amok.
Yeah, hasn't hit an arrow yet. Does get a little mana regen here. Has enough for one more arrow. But Ush is pretty low, and Ush actually opting not to go static link. It's an early point in the unstable current.
You can't stable. You can't do it for a sniper, dude.
Never?
I mean, 650 range versus and no boots. It's not happening.
Yeah. I
He
guess
also is at a
without
boost
boots.
disadvantage right now.
Yeah, while Sniper does have early boots here. This is pretty damn good for LVT out of the gate. Getting Sniper this decent amount of farm. Shredder, he's doing well in the bottom lane.
You know, Sniper's actually really strong in lane, though. I would say that him getting early farm is not significant. His weaker part is just dying a lot in the mid game, or not doing enough damage. Usually one of those two.
Okay.
Like his link control is pretty good. Headshot's really good early. He has long range, so he can outlast hit people, and he can out harass people, and he can stay pretty safe while farming in the mid lane. And then on top of that, he has shrapnel, which is good for room control. So he's like really good in mid, I'd say. Not really good. He's not like tier 1, but he's at least
awful.
tier 2.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I think part of the reason Sniper just wasn't viable for so long because like all the Centaur picks. Their heroes like you prioritize over the Centaur in terms of initial bans.
Sniper was like he's like not popular. Period. Yeah, it's not like he was popular and Centaur not popular and he just fell off.
But there are some other things that come up where
Faceless Void's decent versus him too, but at the same time I think he's okay versus Faceless Void. But yeah, too many gap closers is his issue.
Yeah, Ush with the double damage doing some decent damage to the Sniper, but won't be able to find a kill. Fogged gets an invisibility rune. Maybe thinking about a movement on mid, but not much lane control here. Shibby pretty low, but pushed back deep into the tower. They did have some vision of that invisibility rune, so should be able to play it pretty safe and know that Fogged may be inbound. Look at that shrapnel harass. Ooh, Shibby. It's getting a little close. Foggy's thinking about it. Magic missile, first blood. What a setup. Ush, knowing exactly how much damage he can do. They get a double out of it as they bring down the Ancient Apparition, but what a burst of...
They saw the invis, too.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Shibby pressed that.
You have to play on the bottom side of the creeps, too. Like, he was playing way too close to this side. Like, when you're invis, you're just going to walk straight down here in this area. If he wants to engage on this side, he has to walk all the way around or run into tower vision, both of which you would prefer him to do. So, 3-man smoke out on bottom. Going for old Shredder and Nusham. They don't look ready for this. They do not look ready.
They certainly don't. Witch Doctor, well, I grabbed an early point in the Maledict. The heal not going to be too potent. It's a 4-on-2. Look at it go. He's already used his stun. Shredder blinded him up, but they've got plenty of magic damage. Nusham hits by a shockwave, goes down. Leap back from the Mirana. Now Shredder in a sticky one. He might still be able to live. They do a lot of damage to him. Shockwave will finish him off and bring down the salve. What a close call that was, but level 3 Shockwave, just enough damage.
That was like, that had to be within like 10 HP of his HP. Wow. The salve, GG. Nope, Shibby gets some free farm. Look at that Midas timing, 5 minutes, 40 seconds.
You know, you might have been on point with that. Midas right into Radiance, it's possible. I mean, Korok.
He doesn't even need boots, man.
He didn't buy a single item before Midas. This is pretty close to your ideal timing here, unless you can get a first blood or an early tower kill. Very impressive.
Yeah, and he also went to double crit build. Just all that offense. No sustain with Vampiric.
And no stat either. See a lot of kings go for the stat.
Dude, he has a 4-branch build, man.
Yeah, that's true. I guess you can get away without that extra stat with the 4 branches.
GG 4-branch.
I'm trying to remember what it is. Fog told me where if you usually go the 1 crit, 1 stat, 3 Wraithfire Blast, because at 6 it lets you do 2 stuns in your ult, I think. Or is it a 3rd stun? It's some breakpoint that gives you some enhanced
you just
efficiency.
get Magic Stick and then it's not a big deal.
Or you can get a Magic Stick. Some Wraith Kings are busy getting Midas.
Dude, you have to
can't
get
stop
that
off
Magic
with the stick.
I would say like Midas and then Boots Stick. TP is pretty standard.
There is a breakpoint. That's why you see Wraith Kings do that so often. Same with Dro, where if you get the
GG Wraith Band plus 2 branches.
Yeah, that's it. So you know right away you get
plus
that get that extra damage, dude. That 1 extra damage is where it's at. Fogged is all about those one little breakpoints.
Times 5, dude. It's 5 extra damage.
Okay, that's true. It goes across your whole team.
Yeah.
5 damage.
And then if you have Eidolons, plus another 6 damage.
Woo! Now we're getting serious, dude.
For 30 seconds, holy crap! Just imagine how much damage that is.
Dude, that's like an extra auto attack.
It's like a rapier.
Man, it's like a rapier.
Rapier damage over 30 seconds time.
All right, looks like they're ready. What happened to the stream here?
I'm sure EE would love talking about the breakpoints.
EE, is that his jam?
Breakpoints aren't that important in Dota, I feel, though. Everything's like, you know, rounded pretty nicely and stuff.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Parker. Can you pull up the Twitch stream and see if it's still online? Twitch won't load.
So, got the phase boost already. On Troll Warlord. 131. Standard stuff from him. I'm not sure if he's going for early Vlad's rush. Would be nice if they wanted to do Roshan, but I don't know. Kind of feel like they need to take the fight to Na'Vi, but Na'Vi US pretty ready to fight. Magnus 101 having a much better start than his Titan. He had what, like a 17-minute blink. Yeah. This game is 10 minutes earlier, and he already has probably pretty similar in terms of gold, unfortunately.
Yeah, already has his arcane boots up. He's doing well. Korok, he's picked up his boots, just pulling up that gold. How's Shibby doing?
Wow, look, you see that? He's traveled across the cliff to get to the tower.
Yeah, Just
What a ridiculous spell.
slow push.
Oh, he only had level 1. Oh, please.
Slow siege.
Not ridiculous anymore.
Yeah, he's
I am
gone for this
disappointed.
Well-rounded, a little bit of range, a little bit of headshot, value point shrapnel. It's good all around. It's good to level up, but it's also a good value point because you have that long-range scouting, man.
I'm all about max shrapnel, dude.
I know you love shrapnel.
If they lost,
I'm gonna get you a bag of shrapnel for Christmas.
is it max shrapnel or level 1 shrapnel?
Definitely max. Stocking full of shrapnel.
What a gift.
Faceless Void up top. He's doing all right. Jenkins has been pretty quiet, but he's got a lot of experience. He's found his level 7. Aquila working on the treads. He's got 21 last hits. Could be worse for the Faceless Void.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, but I mean, Bottom's hasn't been there at all. And Venge has been ganking mid and bottom. So I would say it's...
Navi US are doing well, but what has Potom gotten done this game? Level 3 on way 2. How's he comparing to
Hey,
his
he got
friends?
2 kills.
Yeah, all right.
He got one on the AA in mid, and then another on the Witch Doctor on bottom.
Finally made it happen, yeah.
Yeah.
Finds
No,
level 3,
no
so
GG long range arrows though. No
It's gotten
puppy
better.
arrows.
Ooh, Ush getting aggressive here. Haste Rune, he's found a courier. They'll haste
Dire's
him.
middle tower
Run,
is
you little
under
Smeevil.
attack.
Ush really wants this. Merlini, look at this crazy man.
Does he know what he's doing? He's diving into T-Force. And he didn't get the courier.
And he didn't get the courier. Oh, to be a fly on a wall on the wall in their Skype chat right now. That's commitment. Whoa, long range arrow from downtown, nailing Shibby.
Radiant's top tower is under
No
attack.
follow-up. Arise is level 6 now, though, so he's got the RP. 1,200 gold towards the Blink. Clearing out that Radiant jungle. Yeah, an interesting feed from Ush. Not really sure. I don't think that one was worth it. Uh-oh, Fog. Finding himself in a rough situation, but in comes Ush. Shredder. It's already thrown his axes, but hey, there's a cask bouncing around. And Ush will be happy to just go back to farming.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Supports on Leviathan. Neither of them 6 yet. Same with Navi US. Strug City for that. I think level 6, 10 minutes is pretty good for support timing.
Yeah.
Unless you're like a jungler, but... I mean, Korok, look at him. He's just right-clicking the crap out of Jenkins. Jenkins can't do anything about it.
Dire's
He doesn't have any
middle
HP
tower is
regen.
under attack.
Korok's feeling pretty good in this safe lane. Let's take a look at net worth here. And yeah, he's number 1 by a good bit, as we'd expect. He is the lone Midas carrier of this game, at least so far. And there's been absolutely no contention coming his way. This Void has 2 denies total. So it's been pretty much all Korok all day here in the top
Dire's middle
lane.
tower is
Kind of
under
the same
attack.
story down bottom for Shredder. He does have
Radiant's
54
top
CS.
tower
The
is under
difference is
attack.
the Midas. I mean, they're farming at pretty similar rates in terms of lane farming, but
Jenkins jumps on old leader of tears.
yeah, gets himself the bounty rune. Was thinking about a chrono there, but skeptical about his damage output. Although he does have max time lock.
He's
So
very tanky. He has 1,000
Radiant's
HP.
top
It's pretty good
tower
for
is
him.
under attack.
I don't think Korok's getting Radiance. There's like Radiance players and non-Radiance players. There's no like in between.
Spoiled that
Like
shot.
you either like it or you don't as a carry.
I don't think Korok likes it.
Yeah, if he doesn't like that, forget it.
I'm not sure. though.
Dire's middle
Does
tower
have his
is
ultimate
under
available.
attack.
Void, time walk forward.
But he is an older player. Like the old school players like Radiance more, I feel like.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe he likes it. I'm trying to remember if I've talked to him. I think it was specific on Wraith King. Most people I've
Radiant's
talked to
middle
make fun
tower
of it,
is
but
under attack.
we'll see. He did stop off for the power treads, 1,100 gold. He could just go right into like a Blink Maelstrom or something if he wanted to keep in line with maybe the standard.
Maelstrom would be
base.
really good. Or Mjolnir would be sick, dude.
Yeah. Oh, initiation onto Korok. He'll get maledicted. But in comes Ush, defensive chrono, TP in from Sunken.
Dire's
They will
middle
do some
tower
good damage
is
to
under
Korok
attack.
here, but he's just going to man up. Has his ultimate, not afraid to burn it. Another TP in, way too, trying to finish off Nusham. Usher on the backside, stealing a lot of damage from Sunken. Nowhere for him to go. Trying to find a kill on Jenkins, gets it there. Korok will isolate the Witch Doctor. Nushi falls. And the leader of Tears taking some tower shots, but gets earned. And it'll be okay. That positive earn charge, man. Tier 1 tower in the top lane. No
Radiant's
glyph.
top
It'll go
tower-
down.
Radiant's
And
top
Razor
tower
gets the
has
last hit.
fought.
So
Dire's
big
middle
fight there for
tower
Navi
has
US
been
as they
denied.
get a tower and a couple of hero kills.
Yep, no damage yet. They need level 6 ultimates, or level 6 in their supports to take Wraith King down twice.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just 2 heroes. It was 2v3. They still died. And lost the tower. Well, I
Radiant's
guess
top
Ash came
tower
around
is
as
Kind
bad.
of a
under
3v3.
attack.
Yeah, Ush was around the backside, stealing all that damage.
They also managed to deny the T1 tower in mid.
Yeah. So that whole time, Magnus
Radiant's
just farming away in the mid
middle
lane,
tower
and now
is under
Arise,
attack.
he'll find himself a Blink Dagger at the 12-minute mark. Good
So much
timing on
better
that.
than last game.
And now the Blink on Korak, so the double dagger. Blink brothers are in town.
Troll also not going for a Blink Dagger.
Ooh, Korak, he's going to pay. The stun doing a lot of work
Wow,
here.
that
Yeah,
was
Death Ward.
Radiant's
so
middle
slow
tower
on
is
that
under attack.
Murano ult. Had he cast it as soon as he got Death Ward, he would have lived. It was super slow.
Yeah.
Come on, wait two.
And yeah, no
It's
detection.
about the teamwork, man.
There's no way in teamwork.
Come on. Trying to be their coach here. Work together as a team.
I love this Magnus cosmetic with the horns, with the hair, but goes right in on the shimmy. There's your Blink RP. Showing it off for the first time, and hey, they get a nice pick out of it.
Sniper's probably like, what
Radiant's
the F?
middle
This guy's a
tower is
Blink
under
Dagger
attack.
already? That's what I would be. Like,
Yeah.
13 minutes, Blink and Arcane.
I think that's
Off-lane mag.
the appropriate reaction here. About 5,000 gold,
It's not what you
2,100
expect.
Middle
XP.
tower is under
Yeah.
attack.
Especially after the last game as well, seeing how much Arise didn't struggle. So yeah, that was the only off lane to be fair. Down bottom, Korak going on to Sunken. Getting kited a bit here as a stun in 1 second, and easy peasy. Korak makes it 8-2. Void mid. Chrono connects on Fog and way too. No
Italy.
tower nearby, but where's his friends? Oh yeah, they don't have a Death Ward, and
They don't have AA ulti, which is really what they needed. So if Korak doesn't get that kill, he probably gets level 6, and they can AA ult mid as well as snipe. So I guess they're going for the long range abilities. It's kind of a cool combo. Snipe plus AA ult.
bumps into Shredder. Doesn't get
Radiant's
hit
top
by the
tower is
whirling
under
axes.
attack.
He's not blinded. And might actually be able to do something here. Jenkins pops forward. There's your assassinate. And okay, Ush just gets taken down. But
Radiant's middle
That
tower
does live a
is
little
falling.
while, maybe.
It
We'll
was the
see.
wrong hero to static link. If he static links a troll, he can't get back in. Whereas he static linked the void and he just walked out and time walked back in.
Here we go. Reinitiation of the mid lane, though. Right onto Shredder as Korak hops forward. Jenkins comes in to follow up. Korak goes down. He didn't have an ultimate that time. Not even close. Now the short range Ice Blast might connect on one. Fog will turn back. Still gets clipped by it.
Swap
Now the
him
assassinate
into the
coming
blink.
out.
Radiant's
It's
bottom
dead.
tower is
Vengeful
under
spirit.
attack.
They tried.
So Navi US kind of get cleaned up here, and looking at that team fight recap, and nice penny going the way of Leviathan after that. Puts a dent in the gold graph. As well
Korak
as
needs
experience.
6, or sorry, his ultimate before he does that again.
Yeah, he is level 11 now, so we'll be on a shorter cooldown. Looks like Armlet will be his item of choice with that Helm of Iron Will picked up.
I told you, man, Korak does not do well with cooldowns. He's not a cooldown based player.
Yeah, he really isn't, though. It's a good way to describe his play style.
Full YOLO 100% of the time, 0 cooldown.
You put him on like a Storm Spirit or something.
That's dude, that's what he likes to play. He's well renowned for his storm.
Well, there you go.
I know.
Blink Dagger on the Sniper.
Fog trying to get a kill on Shredder. Stunned into the woods.
Yeah, Shredder, you're in some trouble here. Arrow, come on, way too. Not going to connect, but Arise blinks in, hits him with a Shockwave. And that'll be an easy kill on the Troll Warrior.
Looks to be another tower about to fall. They do have AA ultimate and Chronosphere up in just 5 seconds time. Is it possible for them? Nah. Not with Korak's ult being up.
Radiant's bottom
Looks
tower
like this
is
bottom
under
tower
attack.
will just be a freebie, and everyone will just
Dire's
continue
top
farming
tower
on. So
is
even
under
though
attack.
Leviathan have been sort of striking back, they've been putting up a good fight this game. I would call it a noble effort, but Navi are just farming a lot better. They're heading hero kills, but they're getting objectives. Feels like Navi US have control of this game.
Radiant
The only time
structures
Leviathan have been
are
able to pick up
fortified.
kills are when Navi US just get a little
Radiant's
too aggressive
bottom
without your
tower is
Korak
under
ultimate or
attack.
kind of do something sloppy.
Dire's
But
structures are
Leviathan are forced
fortified.
into this very reactionary
Dire's top
play style,
tower
which
is
is
under attack.
usually not a good
Radiant's
sign.
bottom tower
So why
has
is
fallen.
Korak going for Helm of Iron Will? Armlet, like, terrible versus Armlet toggle. Or versus AA ultimate.
That is a good point, actually. I mean, what else could he be looking for with that arm?
It could be
or with
HOD.
the-
Dire's top
HOD
tower
Could be
is
Veil.
under attack.
on the Wraith King. I don't know why you would get HOD on that hero.
Dire's
Top,
top
tier 1 tower
has
goes down.
fallen.
Sniper, Invisibility Rune will survive. Nusham almost caught by Korak. Wow, that was a close one. Blinks like right next to him. Shibby,
He has the Blink Dagger.
he sure does. Plenty of time on this Invisibility Rune, so he should be okay.
Who's he going to pick up? I guess he could pick up Mirana. Maybe. That. I don't know. That's a tall order.
Yeah.
Oh, the AA ultimate. Oh, it clips him.
Ana, she's in some trouble. She's going to shatter.
Shibby's in trouble.
Yeah, Korok's just going to go ham on him now. And he doesn't have an easy escape unless Void comes on up. Magnus, RP just for the Shibby, gets it. I think a worthy use of that cooldown. Now they find Nusham, hits him with a magic missile. Swap, and Fog sets the whole thing up. They get a big trade out of this. Navi US is feeling pretty good here. They'll just press forward. They know there's no
use Chrono. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a disaster.
They'll just go for this tier 2 tower. No biggie. So what is Korok getting here? What's on the courier? It's an armlet. I'm He's going against AA.
I think Maelstrom is much better.
Yeah. Yeah, toggle it. I mean, that like kind of cuts half the item's utility in half almost.
SMY, I mean, like SMY would be more useful. There's also like Shrapnel, also, which is pretty good. Death Ward, somewhat difficult to armlet against if you're in close range. Like you can't armlet toggle while chronoed. I mean, there's like a lot of things that you can't chrono.
Yeah, it's not an armlet game, so. Korok's got something up his sleeve.
Oh, it's a chicken.
Easy headshot.
Where are you, Inky?
It's in the middle. You got blinked on.
Oculopus. Oculopus. It's a weird name. I thought his name was Inky. I guess somebody just renamed him.
I think there were two. There was one of the TI4 courier, and there's another one.
Oh, there's two octopuses? There are octopi in
there
courier?
Are octopi.
Well, I like the one that's...
Gosh, know your chickens, dude.
I know.
First we had the whole fiasco with Cluckles the Brave.
You're the master of the chickens. I don't know why you're so obsessed with couriers, but I am jealous of your knowledge, I have to admit.
Come on, man.
All I have is Cardi, dude. Cardi and Naked Greevel. Those are my couriers.
God, Naked Greevel. That thing's so ugly. I think it's actually uglier than default courier.
It's got to be the ugliest courier allowed in the game, and it's a Valve courier. That's the funny part.
Well, I don't think they intended for people to keep their Naked Greevel.
They didn't do the math on how many people would keep their Greevels and use it even though it's naked.
Yeah.
That was maybe a minor oversight. Ooh, Nusham gets scattered out. Korok, he's hungry. He's got an ultimate, he's got an Aegis, and hey, why the hell not?
Why does he need it? I don't feel like he needs it. I guess when he plays Super Ham like this, he needs it.
He's going in. Whoa, gets the crits on Nusham, brings him down. Now going for the supports. Korok will feed away the ultimate right away. Fog stuck inside of the chrono. Now Shredder coming in, defending it.
Armlet toggle, do it.
No. Oh, Korok. He's just going to feed away the Aegis now. Coming back to life, assassinate onto the Marana. Boom, shakalaka. That's going to secure the kill on the Priestess of the Moon, and that just seemed like an unnecessary dive to me for Navi US. They didn't even get to use the RP.
Dude, I told you, Korok, no cooldown on the YOLO
button. They need
to
get this. Man, this Korok guy's going crazy.
If he had Maelstrom or Radiance.
They need to hire like a personal trainer so he can get all this frustration out in the gym before Dota.
They need like an Earth Spirit and just constantly pull him back when he goes in.
Friendly Earth Spirit. Like, alright, Korok, this is your buddy. He's going to follow you around and make sure you don't get into trouble.
I guess that might be what Vengeful Spirit's supposed to be doing.
That's a good point, actually. Fogged is on Korok duty. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think they can afford to be aggressive with an Aegis like that, but you just...
That's like add a T3. You don't need to blink
forward, dive the T3. That's next level aggression.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he was hoping they would comp for an RP, but...
Yeah. Arise never got the opening, I guess. I'm not really sure what happened to Arise in that fight. He didn't really seem to be a big factor. Maybe
well, they were zoned out by the chrono.
Yeah, I think he was getting hit by the sniper, too, so he couldn't blink so easily.
Yeah, it was a toughie.
Well, Troll's got his BKB now, and has just picked up his Vladimir's offering. Jenkins sitting there with 1,700 gold after his Mask of Madness. Ancient Apparition, probably about to grab a point booster, and he's got Mask of Madness. He's going Glass Cannon Sniper. Phase Boots, Mask of Madness, Blink. This guy's got no HP.
Let's hope you don't get RP'd.
Yeah, really.
Dang, Whirling Axe lasts 7 seconds into blind? What?
I feel like Korok should just go MKB this game. Like, sell that armlet, get yourself an MKB.
It's too late to sell armlet.
Yeah, I know.
He bought it. He got it.
He's going to get a basher now, so yeah, Inky's going to bring in the basher.
Does he need a basher?
I
feel like he needs BKB. Or Sanjin Yasha. Either
or MKB.
Yeah, MKB is good too.
Or Manta. You can Manta off the Whirling Axe's blind, right?
Yeah, but he still gets kited, I feel
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
I don't think Manta's that ideal.
Radiant's middle tower
GG
is under attack.
Shrapnel, unmantleable.
He needs a king bar. That's what he needs.
He needs a lot of items.
Whether it's the monkey or the black.
Good too. I agree with Abyssal, but I think it's a later item. Oh, I'm lagging.
I'm not.
Whoa,
Radiance Courier gets picked off. No cargo, but Korok going in onto Jenkins. In from the Whirling Axes. He'll be blinded. And now they'll try and turn it around. Jenkins. Yeah, hammer gets dropped on him, and a ward gets killed as it's coming down. Now the Dire Courier goes down. Not too often you see a Couriers die back-to-back on opposite teams. They'll get a kill on the Witch Doctor. Ice Blast flies through, and
the whiff on the skewer.
Yep, now he's going to pop forward. Still has the RP. There's the stun onto Shredder. Korok with the crits. Can they find the kill, though? Shredder's on the run. Shockwave's off the mark, and he'll live. On the backside, that's a TP out for the AA, and Sunken lives also.
Man, so bold not using that BKB on Shredder.
Wow. Yeah, it's still 10 seconds. So, all right, I'm a little surprised again. That's back-to-back team fights now where Rise hasn't been able to RP.
He skewered, missed 2 people when he had Blink up.
Yeah.
Like, he was just trying to make big plays without RP. You can just Blink RP and then skewer, and then you're guaranteed 2 kills there. So
Yeah.
missing out on the opportunities. But they're still winning.
They are still winning. That is an undeniable fact. 7,500 gold, 5,000 experience.
Still scrappy, man.
Navi US, scrappy is really the perfect word to describe this team. They're just in this odd state right now where they have a lot of individual skill, but still seem to be lacking some kind of a definite leader.
They lack cohesion.
Yeah. The Usher, he's got the Agames first, and now he'll just move right into the Shivas. So plate mail recipe grabbed. And pretty close to his Mystic Staff, actually. A little scary, doing some pretty big damage.
Yeah, they don't have that much magic damage. Just, what, AA, Ice Blast, and no Assassinate? It's not bad. Headshot, I suppose.
Whoa! Long range assassinate Marana.
Easy.
Okay, way too. It's a fast track back to the well. Wraith King's farm is still just completely unmatched, though. Even if this ain't game kind of up at its current momentum, a little bit of back and forth, super fast, and a lot of farming. Korok's just going to be huge. Doesn't really matter what items he goes, but he's got this big lead that's just getting bigger now. He's more than halfway
he could get items that throw. He could get mass quarter staff.
Well, that's true.
He could
not be an invincible build.
EB.
Oh, well, he's okay against Void. Corner somebody, hit him with the EP, but it's terrible.
Get pieces.
Invisibility.
Yeah. Well, that's a promo on cooldown, so.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Navi US, they want to take this opportunity to be aggressive, Ush in the front lines. Right.
Oh, he has his ultimate up. He's not going in. What?
Really one of that ancient apparition. He'll get down.
In the name of
Still a little while to go.
8.
About probably 2 minutes on average till our next rush is up. Just he can. I think it's a really good item on Wraith King in vacuum, but
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, the tier 2.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Bottom lane goes down. No lift by Leviathan.
haste.
On the sniper, stick with the glass.
I'm on board with it.
I'm just this for on him, hit him.
Ninja fast.
I I'll never bow.
I have seen the future. You're not in it.
I am legend.
It's up.
Death by degrees.
Blazing.
Way better. Wow, Razor actually takes down the sniper.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
All right, Way 2 gets chronoed. You expect the Void to get the kill and stops, but doesn't even skewer. Just running early.
He's trying to skewer, but then he realized he wasn't in a good position.
He was looking at the end, then they all just jumped on him. He got messed up. So then Korok's like, "I'll save you, Arise." He jumps in, tries to kill the Witch Doctor, who's got way too much sustain. Can't click him down fast enough. Can't use his armlet, and then dies and dies again to the Bash Lord.
They need a lesson on teamwork.
That's a sad story right there. That's like if you took the little truck, what was it, the little engine that could, and then the end of the story is he just rolls back down the hill. That's exactly what Navi US did there. Here we go. Fog. He's in some trouble. Death Ward doing so much damage here. Ush. He's getting destroyed by the Witch Doctor, but now the RP. He'll find some vengeance. Witch Doctor goes down, sunken, skewered behind the tower. Navi US strike back with a few recovery kills, but the full duration Death Ward just chomping through their entire team. Now Arise continuing to chase down Shredder. He does have a TP, but no blink. This will not be an easy escape. Arise catches up to him, and Shredder just trying to do everything he can. Hits him with the whirling axes, throws dirt in his eyes. He's looking to turn this around, but the leader of Tears is here, trying to fill up his bottle. He's going to collect it. And
oh, that arrow hit?
That was a nice arrow.
Dude, that totally did not look like it do that. Anyways, there we go.
Now he's looking for a recovery kill here. This is one long, drawn-out initiation. Gets a bash onto Way 2, uses the BKB, time walks even, and they had an assassinate coming. No way Murano's going to survive that one.
Skewer up in 30. Can they actually get a kill? Jenkins is in a little bit of a hot spot here. Korok blinks in with him.
Chrono. Time walk out. TP. No audio.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's no good. Well, I wonder if the local is still good. The local is probably still okay. So we should... You think?
Is Dota TV okay?
Should we reset the stream? Is that what you're saying?
How's Dota TV?
Shrapnel.
Okay. Going in and out. Alright, well, Korok, he's on the run. He's going to get assassinated. No ultimate here, Korok. Down he goes. Navi US. They're starting to throw things away here, Merlini. They still have a decent lead, but it's falling apart. Alright, I'm just going to reset the stream and keep the local going.
I don't know what's going on with
Can you do that?
with Navi US. Whew.
Now it's fine.
Okay. Well, Roshan is up again. Gives Korok another life to kind of just throw away, if he so pleases.
Well, I just reset it, so it's going to go offline in 2 minutes. Well, hopefully it's fine when it comes back up. Fog, he'll get hit by the Ice Blast, but hey, the wraparound coming. Moonlight Shadow, LVT, they'll get jumped on. Shredder in a little bit of trouble. We'll get a big whirling axes off. Now Ancient Apparition falls. Nusham getting low. He'll sustain up his team. And they'll survive, at least for now. Now they hop in onto Ush. There's your Chronosphere from Jenkins. Brings down Fogged. But Walmart Man in the front lines doing as much damage as he can. It will maybe cost him his life. Finds the kill on the Witch Doctor. And this is almost a full team wipe for Na'Vi.
Oh my god.
They just do not get enough out of this.
They are just throwing so hard right now. It's ridiculous. They need BKBs. Firstly. Secondly, they need Roshan. Thirdly, they need a fight when Wraith King has his ultimate up.
Well, he's level 17 now, so he should have it in basically any team fight they want.
Oh, they're going to duo Roshan right now. It's real bad for Navi US. Okay. Dang, his attack speed is ridiculous with Toll. Anyway.
It's pretty good.
Wraith King. Abyssal's up Shredder, and he will just TP away with the BKB.
Oh! Whoa! The bash right at the last second. Wow. Korok, the bash lord this time around. He'll get a deny on that tier 2 mid.
Still have to give up Roshan for it.
Ends up being uncontested, and who gets the Aegis? It's the Void this time around. Okay. I would have probably given it to the Sniper, I think, but... Alright.
Void's important. They're both important.
Mjolnir now up on Shibby, and... Looks like the Yasha going to be coming out here for the Troll. He's got everything he needs with that last piece sitting on the Courier.
Yeah.
So Leviathan are getting their ducks in a row here, Merlini. It's only a 4,000 gold lead for Navi US, and experience is completely zeroed out. So we've now got an even game on our hands.
What is Razor going for with his ultimate orb? Scotty? Lincolns? Why?
Why would you get Lincolns here? This is not a Lincolns game.
It's a BKB game, man. Headshot, shrapnel, whirling axe is slow, whirling axe is
headshot
blind.
is physical. Well, okay,
slow.
no, it doesn't go through Magic Community.
Yeah, it's like all this stuff that he just can't move around. You need to be able to move around unhindered in teamfights with Razor, especially on a really glass cannon like a Sniper. Like if he blinks away, he's not going to be able to do any damage. And on top of that, there's like Maelstroms. Or actually Mjolnir now. So yeah, I mean, I think BKB it's a good item here. At some point.
I'm trying to think of reasons why you would go Scotty here. I'm almost positive it's not Lincoln's, but
you could go Scythe.
Scythe, yeah.
Scythe Refresher is pretty good, but
that's
like 20 minutes down the line.
So far away, yeah. Scythe Refresher is good, but I think getting the Refresher first is pretty good too.
Refresh BKB is ownage.
Yeah. I mean, he does still have some room. He could go Refresher, Hex, BKB. Maybe not in that order, obviously, but... Or it could also just be a Scotty. So
or Casual Ultimate Orb. The ultimate non-value item.
The ultimate worst casual item in the game. Yep, could be. Very well. Both teams going to group up and do some pushing here. Leviathan grouped up in the top lane, pressuring the tier 2 for Navi US. And Navi US, they'll take out the last outer tower for Leviathan, who will choose to glyph it. So with this, I think Navi US will just press forward and see what they can do on the high ground. They'll force back a few TPs, and okay, they will just choose to back out. Magnus is working on his Refresher, and less than a recipe away.
Is under attack.
Yeah, if he gets his RP off, it's going to be huge, but he hasn't had any really huge RPs yet. And Faces of Wood also has Aegis, so not really a good time for them to fight, even with Refresher, if they had it. Okay. Mirana closing in on her own Mjolnir.
Wow. Yeah, Wei2's found some okay farm this game. Still sitting on the Arcane Boots, but he is the most farmed of the supports.
Way to go, Wei2!
Well done, sir. It's a full Scythe coming out for Ush, so there you go. Good call.
Scythe Refresher it's certainly better than Lincoln's. Scotty is not so good here.
Especially this game, yeah. Smoke rotation here from Leviathan. All 5 of them moving through the dire jungle. Troll leading the charge. He'll get his chilling touch. Smoke will pop on a rise, and he won't be able to blink. Gets stopped by the whirling axes. Nice swap from Fogged, but not enough. Sniper still finishes him off. Now Fog goes down, and well, that was easy.
Yep, that was easy. If they were super scared of the game, they could have blinked TP'd out, but actually, it won't matter. Just 2 heroes that aren't actually that big of a deal, and Faceless Void still has his Aegis. They're just waiting that out anyway, so it's not like Navi US is looking to take a fight. None of their lanes are pushed out, so they can't really go for anything objective-based.
Korok still farming up a Storm. Looks like BKB could be in his near future. Has a Mithril Hammer. So maybe he's seen the BKB light here.
I would hope so. Like he can blink, stun, Abyssal, and then that's it. That's all he can do in fights. Oh, actually, here they go.
Middle tower
To the high ground with the Aegis.
Well,
this could be it.
Perfect time for that BKB to come out. And in comes Jenkins. Chrono on 2 to get it started going on to Wei2. And there's your Death Ward doing some good damage to Ush. Fog, he gets brought down. Both supports just destroyed. This Void getting big and scary. In comes Korok, hits him with an Abyssal. That'll be the end of the Aegis. Tier 3 tower taking a lot of damage. They've got the glyph. Korok in the front lines, but just completely
whiffs.
stunned up.
Whiffs the RP.
Oh
my God.
The Rise. Now Shredder comes back to life, or is still here. BKB going on to Korok, who's come back to life, and now Korok gets cleaned up. And I think we're moving into game 3. Ace match for elimination.
They actually threw.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
What was that RP?
He RP'd on the Faceless Void after Aegis expired, trying to skewer him back to T-Force, but he missed.
No. Well,
Dire's top tower
Navi
is
US.
under attack.
Not where you want to be.
Dire's
One game
top
up,
tower
and
has fallen.
I'm pretty sure unless they can clear up LVT, I can't tell how over this is. They get Shibby, push him into the tier 4 towers. They're going to lose one full lane of racks and the melee up top.
Shredder is also dead, I think.
Shredder, he's on the run. Okay, he gets taken out. Now Jenkins moves into the tree line, and he'll have a TP. Yeah, they can't interrupt it, even though Ush does make it up to the high ground there. So Navi US, maybe they've got one chance left.
That's not that bad. I mean, they lost a lot of
Radiant's bottom
buildings,
tower is under
but
attack.
still, they have the farm to kind of come back. They have a BKB on their Wraith King finally. They're finally building a BKB on Razor too. And eventually they can get Roshan. And then Aegis Cheese and then try and make a death push.
This is possibly the scariest item we've seen all game. It's Nusham with an Ags on the Witch Doctor.
Well, if he gets a half-decent RP, it shouldn't matter. But he hasn't been able to get a half-decent RP.
That feels like a big if, just based on how this game's been going. I have to admit, Merlini. That feels like more than Navi US.
Dude, it's a Rise Mag. It's supposed to be good.
It is.
What happened to
He's
him?
usually quite good. Maybe he's just having an off day. It's late in Europe. I don't know. Is he European? Is he European or American?
He's
actually?
European.
I thought so.
I think he's like Romanian or something.
Well, he will have his refresher pretty soon here.
I'll check his ping. His ping says 200, so
Okay.
that's definitely EU.
Yeah, it's definitely EU. That's like high-ish, but for EU to, especially if it's like Eastern Europe.
Uh-oh. AAO. Oh, wait, it's not sceptered.
Yeah. Think the leader of tiers will be all right here. Yeah, no shatter. Is he close to an Ags? No. That's an Ogre Club on your Ancient Apparition.
But look at Sniper. He's about to have a Scotty. So Glass Cannon no more. And BKB is also rendered ineffective by this. They're just going to get kited all day, man.
Now he is just a cannon. And Void, he's got the butterfly. So he's
Invisibility.
He's evading. He's critting. No, he's not critting, but he's still hitting pretty hard. Invisibility rune on the Void. He'll move through the mid, thinking about a rise perhaps. And there's the refresher. So no buyback on the Magnus. But double RP if you can't land one. Now he's got another one. Mirana leaps away. Jenkins thinking about the time walk forward, but does not go for it.
Easy building to deny. Okay. So, can he hit heroes with a refresher?
Is the double RP enough? This
I
is
don't know.
the ultimate.
I'm so torn.
This is the final countdown.
He hit 2 heroes with 2 Ravages last game. 2 heroes total.
Dire's bottom
And
tower
Ravage is
under
smaller
attack.
AoE. But it does hit BKB.
True.
So I'm torn on the over-under on number of heroes he hits with RP.
Shredder
Dire's
gets hit
bottom
by an
tower
arrow.
has fallen.
Sort of slows down the
Radiant's
push, maybe a
top
little
tower
bit.
is under attack.
LVT still kind of lingering around as Navi US regroup in the base. And oh, Way2 gets caught by the Chrono, but there's the Hex. Way2 will live. Well played by Ush. Ice Blast flies through, will be off the mark, and Navi US will hold on a moment longer.
Wow, Korok brings his Midas out to Midas creep instead of just selling his Midas. He really wants that value.
Efficiency, man. They're going to need everything they can get to come back from this one.
Yeah.
Or stay in this. They actually still have the gold lead. And it's because of efficiencies like that, Merlini, that they are still in the gold lead.
And Roshan up in about 10 seconds time. So let's see which team can take the brawl here. Vaseless Void just TP to the left side, so this could actually be the cue for them to go.
This is actually an interesting Roche matchup because both teams have a lot of things that work well in the Roche pin. No,
Oh, Roshan's up, they know. Both teams know.
Razor Magnus, both quite good, but Sniper Void with the Battle Trance, Ice Blast, oof, God, that's scary.
Death Ward.
Echo the Locator, taken out.
Okay, Shrapnel coming in from Shibby.
They've scouted it. Ice Blast flies through, will connect on a couple, but they've got the minus armor. Assassinate. Roche falling quickly. Moonlight Shadow comes out, but Roche goes down. Ush grabs the Aegis of the Immortal, and now the fight breaks out. Arise is on the run. They've got a lot of sentry wards down. Death Ward flying through. Won't do too much damage. Navi US get through the thick of it. Now they go back in onto Shredder. Meanwhile, Korok on the other side of the fight, throwing Hamburglar. Arise. Is that a whiffed RP again?
Yep, it was. I saw it.
Oh my god. Doesn't get off the second RP. Jenkins just cleans house. Gets the Mirana. Now Ush. Stunned. First hit bash from Shredder. And Ush will be on the run. Korok off to the side. Just getting obliterated by Shibby. Look at this sniper. He's upgraded to a machine gun.
Okay, Arise. He had 2 RPs. He hit 0 heroes with 1 RP.
He didn't even get to use the second RP.
Jeez. That's disappointing. On top of that, he has 2 blinks and two forces. And a skewer. How do you not hit any heroes with RP?
I honestly don't know, man. There's your GG fog tabs. That really threw me off in that fight where I saw the RP animation and I was thinking, well, maybe, you know, if you cancel cast it, you sort of see that animation for a second. I thought he pump faked it.
Just solo kill the troll. Yeah. He could have just done that during BKB. Like, what if? Who gives? It's a kill.
Dude, what was he doing?
GG well peeped.
well peeped, says Shibby. That's
Peep. Oh my gosh.
You know, I'm gonna get rid of this gnome. You've been invaded by a lawn gnome. Yeah, I don't know, dude. That was just Navi US had that game in the bag. They had like a 10,000 gold lead at like the the 25-30 minute mark or so, and
maybe sooner. Yeah, I don't know. It was.
There wasn't even a singleton fight that really threw it away. It wasn't like one Roche fight. It wasn't one bad team fight. One whiffed RP. It was multiple whiffed RPs. It was just multiple pickoffs around feeds. Just everyone's running around. It's like they get ahead and then everybody gets comfortable and they all just run around. You know, Korok's micro in the courier, Fog's off trying to ward, and they're just getting picked off left and right.
Give him a non-cooldown base hero. What can Arise play that will have more impact?
That's a good question. This is what it's all about, though. It's Centaur. That's what he needs. Centaur. Just blink in. He's the YOLO, ultimate YOLO hero. Blink in, smash him, press R, and run away.
He's not a YOLO player, though. He's trying to be a finesse player, but he just can't finesse. What's the easiest hero to finesse with?
Centaur.
Centaur?
I like good. Centaur. I'll stick with my answer. So this is what it's all about, though. Next game, loser goes home first in this 4-team playoff, and winner moves on to the loser bracket finals. So we're going to have a break, and we're coming right back here with Game 3, guys. Don't go anywhere.